Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Vaipo. We're going to be continuing on with the second part of Liquid TLO versus NightEnD. Now we are going to be playing on Prion Terraces. This is, as I said, game number 2. The first game, if you haven't seen it, spoilers are coming very shortly, so please watch it. It is going to be probably on the suggested videos on the right hand side, or also found on my channel. And the game was won by NightEnD, so let's continue on. This is going to be TLO's chance to redeem himself. The way TLO tends to play sometimes is he'll lose the first or second games, assuming it's not a best of 3. He'll lose the first 1 or 2 games, and he will basically study the opponent, see how they're playing right now, and basically decide to counter them at that point on. It's something that I've seen him do since about Wings of Liberty. Not that much. Ooh, that's interesting. And I haven't seen that much of him playing at the moment. So this drone was, of course, trying to block off this expansion. This is the most common thing for Zerg to do, is actually to open up with this expansion. It's a little bit hard to defend, but at the same time it puts him in a great position to do a lot of early aggression towards the Protoss. So at the moment NightEnD is going to be aware that there's basically no expansion down here. There's no hatchery here as of yet, so he's probably hidden it here. So that's exactly where he's going to be going. And he's already going to be prepared for it. So here we go. We do have a Nexus here as well. So one thing to do against Zerg. Oh, ho, ho, cheeky TLO. One thing to do against Zerg is you want to punish this expansion. The gold expansion is something very dangerous to let go very on. So as you can see, he's obviously scouted that already. He's going to be aware of exactly what's going on. Spawning pool is now on the way for TLO. And we're going to see how NightEnD responds to this. Cybernetics core going down after 2 gateways. Definitely interesting here. Transferring some of his drones. Definitely something you want to do as a Zerg, because the production from the gold base is going to be a lot higher. Now, as far as I remember, hold on now. I'm just going to double check this before I say anything. Yes, I am correct. So normal Vespene geysers, they give you mineral fields. They give you 5 minerals per harvest. Now this is actually a little bit higher on the rich mineral field. It's actually 7. Now I believe it was up until Heartless Swarm, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it was 4 and 8, so it was a little bit different, which I don't know why they changed it. Maybe perhaps to speed up the mineral gain, particularly from the normal fields, because they wanted to kind of speed up the whole multiplayer situation. That's why also they give you 12 probes / drones / SCVs at the start, rather than just, you know, the original 6, if I remember correctly. So 2 adepts here on the field, quite standard adept harassment gonna go on here, and 2 drones or Zerglings as well. These are only scouting Zerglings, so definitely something to note. They'll be taken out quite easily, and they're not there to do any significant damage. In fact, they're rarely there to do any damage at all. So at the moment there's 2 adepts going down. This queen is probably going to be able to defend against them, at least for, you know, for a period of time, until there's enough Zerglings on the field to defend. There you go. They're just going to skip right past her. Let's just bring them up to here. There we go. Now 2 shots actually finish off a drone or a Zergling, so it's a little bit unfortunate that he ended up losing these adepts so damn quickly. Definitely a bit of miss micro there. I think he probably would have wanted to do more damage than 5 drones, considering TLO is on 3 bases at the moment. Now there is a robotics facility and a robotics bay going down as well, so this could suggest either Colossus or Disruptors. I believe that it's going to be Disruptors. That seems to be the current meta. You very rarely see Colossus anymore, and I believe the reason for that is because they got a little bit nerfed. They do less damage, and also they cost a ridiculous amount of resources. Also, as far as I'm aware, they definitely can't be picked up by War Prisms. So War Prisms essentially, back in no English right now. Back in Starcraft and Brood War days, there was such thing as a dropship / reaver play, and basically what it was is it's like a tank drop. You just pop it down on the field, it sends out a scarab and just blows up a bunch of units. It's similar to the Purification Nova at the moment, and that's exactly what the meta is going around that. So the Disruptor sends out a Purification Nova. It's obviously loadable into a Warp Prism. They take around 1 or 2 of them, sometimes even just 1 is enough, because the Purification Nova will potentially take out about 5 or 6 drones if you're lucky, it's quite effective. If the enemy player doesn't respond to it correctly, it can be pretty damn deadly. Right, so here we go. Now this TLO is going to be aware of this. He's going to warp in with these 2 adepts. They are going to get warded off though, as you can see, getting lifted off into the warp prism again and taking them on out here. Now these guys are going to start doing damage here, slowly doing, what's this, about 4 in total, 4 drones taken out, and then losing the 2 adepts again. Again, not quite sure if it's worth it, because, you know, the production capability of TLO right now is a little bit more in terms of drones than NightEnD, and taking out 5 drones for the cost of 2 adepts rather, is about equivalent in resources. So again, going down here, 2 drones taken out at the moment, this time using the warp prism to actually defend off against it, so that's very well played here. Much better than what he did here, just sacrificing them. But at the moment, I believe that all he's trying to really do with the adepts is just reduce the amount of resources that TLO can mine. Now, what the ideal situation would be here, though, is for TLO to take another expansion, which, in fact, he is. There we go, just on time, TLO, well done, and thank you for not proving me wrong. Doing a bit of aggression with these. Oh, there we go with the Purification Nova. Missing, actually hitting 1 roach, so my mistake about that. Taking on some of these pylons, going to do a little bit of damage, potentially supply block. There we go, we do have a supply block going down. This is brilliant for TLO right now. He wants to continue this aggression, as long as he has units, of course, and as you can see here, he's probably not going to do much against this Nexus. Does manage to snipe the Mothership core, so that's quite significant here. No more, oh, this one Ravager just standing there and absorbing the Purification Nova. Another Purification Nova going down, taking down 1 roach with it, actually fully injured roach, so that wasn't too bad of a loss for TLO. Manages to snipe out, I believe that was 2, was that 2? I think it was, and just 1 left at the moment, so gonna be able to take out this Nexus. Very good win for TLO here, and this aggression from TLO is going to be very, very beneficial to him right now. Obviously he doesn't want to lose too many units to these disruptors, because NightEnD is going to start building up a massive amount of units. Oh, 1 Ravager getting taken out by that Purification Nova. They actually can do, I believe, up to about 4 or 5 roaches at once if they're stacked up. Obviously you have to really be standing really close to each other, and as well, basically the roaches have to have no armor as well, no armor upgrades, that is. So a lurker then going down. There is a spire on the way as well, that's something to note. Hydralisks, a few of them coming down. I believe that is going to be for basically pushing back the Protoss player, preventing him from moving out. These are just going out to do a little bit of scouting. Of course they're going to get warded off. Going to probably check if there is a Nexus here. Is he going to check it? Is he going to check it? They got automatically moved here, so that's not too bad as well. Now again, supply blocking. Actually, never mind, that was the Zerg player that got supply blocked there. That's definitely interesting. Now how did that happen? I don't actually know. Could have actually potentially been the extractor trick. Double extractor trick. Maybe not. Here we go, we do have another hatchery coming down for TLO. He's in a very good position right now. The one thing I wanted to see a little bit earlier was actually the upgrades. So the Carapace and the ranged attack, definitely a little bit late on that. 8.5 minutes is a very late upgrade for ground units. Oh, there we go. We do have a few lurkers being warped in right now, or morphed in rather. Need to learn my terminology. 61 drones for TLO, a little bit high as far as I remember. These days the pros tend to stick at around 50. Now the question is going to be, did NightEnD just spot that? Where's the spire? He doesn't know the spire exists. The question is, did he see the Mutalisk? This Mutalisk is now going to get spotted, so not quite sure if that was intended. Probably not. Is he going to start building cannons in his base? Nope, he's not. So at the moment, TLO is in a very good position in terms of sneaking a bunch of Mutalisks and basically just 3 roaches getting taken out there, sneaking a bunch of units or Mutalisks and actually doing a huge amount of damage in the back. These Mutalisks running into the Stalkers, not the greatest of choice here. Definitely going to get them lost right now, and the continuation of the aggression from TLO is potentially going to deny this Nexus once again. There's a lot of mining probes here, but at the same time all of the units from TLO are getting taken out very quickly. There's a lot of units streaming in at the same time, so I'm not sure if TLO wants to back off just for a little bit, get these units grouped up a little bit and then continue to push. A huge warp in there from Stalkers. Ooh, these two Hydras getting taken out by another Purification Nova. And again, he wants to either focus these injured units down or not continue with the aggressive push. But there we go. Finally, TLO's numbers are starting to hit on NightEnd's performance. There's only 2 left and he manages to GG out. And the reason for that is because he pretty much had no resources left. Correction, not resources, he didn't have units left. He wasn't able to produce as many as TLO because of the amount of bases that TLO had up. And of course this Nexus got denied a few times. So that's pretty much it for game number 2, ending with a 1-1. Thank you for making it to the end of this video. My social media links are on the left hand side here. This was game number 2 between Liquid TLO and NightEnd. The two of them are now tied at 1-1. We're going to be moving on to game number 3 where we're going to see how the series ends. So that's pretty much it for me here. If you want to see any more of my videos, please click the subscribe button below and you'll be updated about that. That's it. I'll end it here. Good luck. Take care. Bye bye.